Hey guys, so this video is going to be about applying for colleges. Now, all college applications are different, but they all kind of follow the same general idea. Now, I didn't apply to that many colleges when I applied, but my first recommendation would be to apply to a lot of schools. If you're even slightly, okay, it does cost money to apply to schools. It's not free. You have to pay an application fee, but if you have the money to do it, I would recommend applying to as many schools as possible. I was just lazy and I was like, I'm not interested in that many schools. So I would recommend applying to some reach schools that maybe you don't have the correct GPA for, but you really are interested in going there. There's nothing wrong with challenging yourself and just filling out the application. The worst thing they can do is say no, and then whatever, it's a little upsetting, but life goes on. And then you should obviously apply to schools that you want to go to. You have the set requirements, so it looks like you're going to get in there. And then apply to some safety fallback schools that you definitely have the grades for. You're probably above the grades. You're above everything for those schools. You know, one, because it might be a really good school, even if you are kind of almost too smart for, which I know sounds weird, but let's say your GPA is like a 3.7 and they only want a 3.2, you know, you're way above that. Maybe those schools will actually give you financial aid. Next, if you're younger and you're not applying for schools yet, say you're in 10th grade, write down everything that you have done, because you are not going to remember that when you are filling out your application. I say start in 9th grade, but if you're in 10th grade right now and you're watching this video, start now, because maybe you'll remember the stuff from 9th grade, but you are not going to remember the stuff when you are applying for colleges. You're going to be like, wait, what did I do in 9th grade? Because I'm pretty sure that's as far back as you have to reference as 9th grade, so you want to write that down. Keep track of everything, because you're going to need that on the application, and the more stuff you have, the better you will look. Next, you're going to need recommendation letters. Ask people early, and ask a couple people, because some people either will forget, won't be able to do it. Those are the two reasons. Like, some people have busy lives and they might not be able to get around to it, and ask them to do it early. Don't wait till the last minute. People, like I said, have lives. And if you can get something from the field you're interested in, like let's say you're going to be, I don't know, a doctor, ask your like biology teacher to write a recommendation letter. Don't ask like your English teacher. Like, I feel like that would just be kind of random. Or don't ask like a music teacher. Don't ask a music teacher if you want to be a doctor. Like, try and stick to something in like the field that you're applying for. Like, I remember I asked my business teachers, because I was a communications major. And as for your college essay, you want to make it sound personal but still professional. You don't want to sound like an idiot. You're not talking to your friends. Don't use inappropriate language. Don't use slang. Don't make it super casual. But at the same time, you want to really make sure you let yourself shine through the essay. As for SAT scores and grades, those are definitely important, but if you have really high grades and you're not involved in your community and you don't do anything else, then they're going to pick someone that might have slightly lower grades that is still a well-rounded person that was able to do community service, sports, and still maintain those good grades. Because if you don't do anything but have good grades, obviously you spend all your time studying, so that makes sense why your grades are good. But if you can have just as good of grades, maybe a little lower, and you do all this stuff and you're a well-rounded person, then that's even better, because you know what I mean? You're able to manage your time. You show that you're a responsible person, because there is more to your college application than your grades. I'm not saying you can slack off and not try in school, but definitely don't just focus only on school. Your applications look at a lot more than just your SAT scores or your ACT scores and your grades. It's definitely really important to apply as early as possible. Like, literally as soon as the application goes online, apply. Like, start doing it as soon as possible. Don't wait till the last minute. Even if there's no deadline, you don't want to be that last person, because let's say they already have all their spots filled. Let's say there's only like a few spots left. They're going to be looking at those applications a lot harder and like really making a tough decision than the people in the beginning. The people in the beginning, they're probably just like, yeah, sure, we have all these seats to fill. And then when they get to the end, they're like, oh my gosh, we almost reached our enrollment. We have to be a lot more selective now. So applying early is definitely a lot better. But don't be afraid to apply somewhere. If you want to go there, just do it. Just apply. It's not gonna hurt you. For all you know, you really might get in, and you will surprise yourself and everyone that told you you couldn't do it. So, little motivational pep talk. Definitely try your hardest. Do whatever you want to do. Don't be afraid to apply somewhere just because people are like, oh, you shouldn't go there. Like, do what you want to do, and definitely tour the schools. 100%. Go on tours. I went on a couple tours of all the schools I applied to, and I talked to people that went there. Take those opinions into account, but don't base your decision on someone else's experience at the school, because they might have hated it or they might have loved it and the experience might not be the same, but definitely listen to what they have to say and go on blogs. I went on College Prowl, I think that's what it is, and like Google schools, like look stuff up, see what message boards have to say. So definitely take that into account when you're applying to schools. And I think that was everything I wanted to say, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.